Anakin Skywalker. What if the galaxy's greatest savior became its greatest killer? Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one, born to end the Sith, not join them, but fear of loss becomes his undoing. He dreams of Padme's death and clutches power to stop it. Instead of trusting the Jedi, he trusts a monster. And step by step, choice by choice, Anakin becomes Darth Vader. He kills children, betrays friends, and when the smoke clears, there's nothing left but a machine in a mask, breathing, empty, alone. You thought this was a redemption story? Not yet. Light Yagami. What if a teenager was given the power of a god and used it to play judge, jury, and executioner? Light Yagami starts with a name, one name, then another. He tells himself he's saving the world. But what begins as justice twists into obsession? He kills innocents, loved ones, even the people who trust him. Every death is a step deeper into delusion. By the time he's caught, Light isn't calm or righteous. He's desperate, bloodied, screaming, still clinging to the lie that he's the hero. Because the scariest villain is the one who still thinks he's right, and there's someone else coming who believes the same. Daenerys Targaryen. Can a liberator become a tyrant and not even realize it? Daenerys frees slaves, crushes tyrants. She is fire and hope, but every betrayal hardens her. Every loss makes her colder. When King's Landing surrenders, she doesn't stop. She burns it. Every street, every child. She destroys what she came to save. And the throne she dreamed of now sits atop a mountain of ash. How does a hero fall this far? The answer is always the same. They think they're doing what's right. Walter White. It started with a lie. I'm doing this for my family. But Walt isn't just making meth. He's making himself matter. He starts as a dying teacher, ends as a drug lord. Along the way, he poisons, manipulates, kills. And at the height of his power, he finally admits it. I did it for me. Walter White doesn't fall by accident. He chooses it, and still, people called him a legend. Would you, Omni-Man? What if your dad was sent to destroy your world? Omni-Man is a superhero, a father, a protector, until he kills every hero he ever worked with and beats his own son nearly to death. To him, humanity is weak, disposable. But when he looks into Mark's eyes, he hesitates, flees, because something cracked, something real. And if even Omni-Man can feel guilt, what happens when the next hero doesn't? Arthas Menethil. You don't become a monster overnight. Sometimes it starts with a noble mission, Prince Arthas wanted to save his people. He chased evil, burned cities, and took up a cursed sword, Frostmourne. It stole his soul, and he led it. He returned home and murdered his father. Arthas didn't fall into darkness. He rode there, head high, believing it was the only way. And when he sat upon the frozen throne, he was no longer a prince. He was the end. Homelander, what if Superman never cared about you at all? Homelander smiles for the cameras, but he doesn't want to save you. He wants you to kneel. He's polished on the outside and rotting underneath. He doesn't snap. He performs, and then he kills. Not out of anger, but because he can. He's not a fallen hero. He's a mirror, reflecting everything we let power become. And what's behind that smile is terrifying. Elsa, what if the one trying to protect you became the thing you feared? Elsa was told to hide her power, to conceal, not feel. But fear isn't a cage, it's a crucible. And in a darker story, Elsa doesn't save Arendelle. She drowns it. Frozen, silent, beautiful, and deadly. Her kingdom becomes her prison. Her heart? Ice. Not every monster starts with rage. Some begin with isolation. And there's one more frozen heart we haven't touched yet. Heroes don't always fall with fire. Sometimes they drift quietly. From protector to tyrant. From savior to destroyer. And by the time you notice, it's too late. Which one shocked you most? Which fall hit hardest? Tell me in the comments. And don't forget, the most terrifying villains are the ones we used to cheer for